Back around 2 weeks ago, I was around this kind of sketchy area of town. Not too awful bad, you see, but enough to keep your guard up. I came across this music shop that I've never seen before. I was in the market for some new guitar strings anyway, so I parked my Escalade and went inside. The joint was called Rob's Music Store. To be honest, most of the guitars looked like something you'd see in a pawn shop from the 90s. But nevertheless, there were some decent guitars in there. I heard someone talking in the back, perhaps on a phone call, I gathered. A few minutes later, he emerged. He had a backwards ball cap on his head, along with sunglasses and an Eagles jersey. He looked at me and said, "Yo, Playa, welcome to Rob's Music Store. How can I help you?" I didn't know whether to laugh or jet out of there, but I noticed that he was packing, so I stayed cool on my stool. I asked Rob if he had any guitar strings in stock. He responded, "A brother of your stature could buy the whole goddamn factory, so why are you in here, player?" He pissed me off. I just wanted some strings. Nothing more, nothing less. He said, "Yeah, Playa, how many packs you want?" I had enough. He was rude and a little disrespectful. And where I'm from, that don't fly. I said, "I tell you what, dude, I'll just go to Guitar Center." He said, "Man, fuck Guitar Center. I can get you anything you want." I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Anything I want? What the hell? He had a small area off to the side, looked like for jamming. He said, "Let's see what you got, player." I was one to never back down from cutting heads, so I said, "All right, dude, but remember, you wanted this." He just laughed and said, "Yeah, whatever, player." He started first, a slow blues lick. I copied the lick, then waited for his next move. He did some half-ass Eddie Van Halen tapping thing. I laughed out loud and said, "What's wrong, dude? You didn't have your Wheaties this morning?" He was pissed, exactly how I wanted him to be. I fired off my next riff. He sat there for a minute. I was shocked when he played it back, pretty much note for note. This went on for another few minutes or so. He was good, real good, so I give the man respect. As a token of respect, he hooked me up with a 59 Les Paul. I said, "Whoa now, is this thing hot?" Is from my private collection. I enjoy your movies, and I want you to always remember Rob's Music Store. I told Rob that I'd definitely be back. Don't see stores like that no more. How the man keeps his operation going is anybody's guess. But hey, who am I to judge? So I packed up my Escalade with a box of new strings and a pristine 59 Les Paul. You never know what might happen if you don't try. Rob and I exchanged numbers, and we text from time to time. He's a character, but believe it or not, a pretty smart entrepreneur. He's never low on cash or ladies. This has been Story Time with Denzel. The following story was from my private diaries that I've kept under lock and key until now. It's time for these stories to be brought to light. There's no reason for them to be squandered any longer. Join me next time for Story Time with Denzel.